Let's go with two sad stories, folks. Two sad stories. We'll go one with golf and one with cricket. Both sad for differing reasons. Put on the TV this morning. Should I say TV? Was it TV? No. Banged on the TV. Then I went on their YouTube pretty early on, earlier than normal. I'm flicking through it and I see something from Talk Sport. Don't normally watch them on YouTube. I actually listen to it. But I noticed something about Bob Bubka, the voice of golf on Talk Sport. And I thought, this is ominous. He's obviously passed. Anyway, I play it and he has. I was gutted. Now, I've got to say, I've probably only heard Bob Bubka on Talk Sport 20, 30, 40 times in 20 odd years. If there's a big major on or whatever else it may be, he's often covering it with Talk Sport. If there's a 4-day major on, it's very, very rare. I'll hear it because I'm normally at home watching it. Wherever I can, I try to watch every major. Where I'll tend to hear Bob probably is in a day or two before it starts, the build up to it. And I just loved his voice. I think Rupert Bell did the old, what's the word? I can't. You know what I mean, spoke about him today and said great things about him. Said he's worked with him for 25 years plus. Fantastic fella, great company, great storyteller, great at his job, really knowledgeable. Told me some things I never knew. Said he used to be a car salesman, got into golf commentaries really late. Said he was close to Jack Nicklaus. He said also close to Tiger Woods. He said Tiger would always seek him out and have his photo took with him. He didn't have to approach Tiger. Tiger went to him, which says a lot for him. Two of the greatest golfers of all time. He said, but we'd be at tournaments. He said it was crazy. We'd be at a tournament with old Bob. Nobody knew him. No one knew who he was. All of a sudden he'd start speaking and they'd go, he's Bob. Bob off Talk Sport. What a voice. What a fantastic voice. No wonder he sold cars. I bet he was mustard. But he could sell double glazing, flooring. I bet he could have sold anything. What an absolute brilliant voice. And old Rupert said, near the end, he'd been ill for a few years. Near the end, he was struggling. But his voice never left him. Said he was fantastic. And I thought, oh, what a sad thing. I mean, he's in his 80s, don't get me wrong. I mean, I thought only, funnily enough, it was either this major or the one before it. I think it was the one before it. And I heard bits on Talk Sport. And he never got a mention. He wasn't mentioned. And I thought, I wonder why that is. I wonder if he's been ill. I wonder, God forbid, I wonder if he's died. And I've not heard. I think this was the last major. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, probably in the US there. I didn't realise he'd been ill. Rupert saying he's been bad for 3 or 4 years. He's been on them. Like he said, the last time he came over here to watch a major, I think he said was at Birkdale. I think he said. I'm probably wrong there. But I think he said it was about 2021, 22. He said he was wazzing around on his old mobility scooter. He said, but since then he's not really been able to travel. But he's followed the golf and done little bits for TalkSport. I think he said the last thing he did, he had a bit of an input in the Masters. Was it March? I think it's March the Masters, but only a little bit. He said, but he's not been well for a while. So, oh well, I'm glad his pain's over now. I really am. But I've got to say, what a voice. What a voice. I loved him. Didn't hear him regular, but loved him. He's probably very much like Butch, old Butch Hartman. I love Butch Hartman. Butch Hartman's got something about him and has got a voice. Bob Bubka's got a voice on an even different level than Butch. Anyway, that's Bob for you. I also seen something today on this morning. You might have noticed on the old cricket there on the Beeb. They had a bit of an interview with Graham Thorpe's wife and 2 daughters. Obviously, Graham sadly killed himself. I think it was last year now. He was one of my favourite cricketers when I was younger. I used to watch a bit of cricket years ago. I've not watched it for years. Never been a live cricket game. Never been that interested, although I think I might fancy it now. A good mate of mine goes all the time. I used to love it. I used to support Lancashire when I was a kid, when I was 13, 14, 15. Loved them. But I picked the right time to support them. It's your era of Clive Lloyd, David Lloyd, Harry Pilling, Farouk Engineer, all those. We had a great team then, especially One Day. I used to love the One Day stuff. Loved it. Jack Bond, Peter Lever. They all trip off the song. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then loved the great test matches with the West Indies and the Aussies. Lilly and Thompson and Khaled Turan and who's your man? Viv Richards, Gordon Greenidge, all those. Great days. Great days. Loved it. But I don't tend to watch it anymore, though I do follow bits and pieces. And as I say, in the slightly later years, 2 of my favourites would be Graham Thorpe and I loved Derek Randall. I thought Derek was great. Did they call him Nijinsky? I think they did. What a fielder. Brilliant to watch. But Thorpe, I like Thorpe. Good batsman. You know, no edge to him. Well, he often give a lot of edges, you know what I mean? But no edge to him. Not over the top. You know, not a braggart or anything else. Well, probably that's a lot to do with his mental state. He just kept himself to himself, as I say, because we heard later in life he did have some mental health issues, which is a shame. It's a great shame. Anyway, he died last year, and his daughters and his wife want to talk about him, and they're trying to do something to raise money for. Is it Mind? I think it is. Trying to get people out of the homes and get them playing a little bit of cricket, maybe a bit of indoor stuff and whatever. And good luck to them. It was a nice piece. looks like he's left behind a lovely wife and a lovely 2 kiddies there. So sympathies with themselves, and no doubt he's sadly missed by them, and I think he would be by the cricket fraternity. I think he was a nice fellow. So that's 2 people gone. One about a year ago, one only recently, but both great at what they did. You can't knock that.